playing serving the Lord around my life. I say, well, God, I can't get saved today. I got to go out Friday night, or I got to do this Friday night. I knew I was going to be drinking, or I knew I was going to be doing drugs, whatever it might have been. I'm playing serving the Lord around my life, but I'm telling you, it come a time where I had to surrender all of my life to Him. Oh, the Holy Ghost spoke in our church. He said, I want all of you or none of you. I'm telling you, He wants every bit of us tonight. He wants us to surrender our whole heart to Him, not just bits and pieces, not just some of it. I'm telling you, God wants everything that we got. Oh, God, I'm thankful for the mercy and grace of God. I'm telling you, I was in that prayer room before church, and I just began to start praying, and tears began to run down my face because I would not be here today. Many of us would not be here. We all have a testimony. I don't know what your testimony may be. I don't know what others may be, but I know my own testimony. I know what God brought me out of. He brought me out of a horrible pit. He brought me out of the miry clay. He set my feet upon the rock. He brought me from drug addiction. He brought me from alcoholism. He brought me from fornication and adultery. And I'm telling you, I can stand before you tonight, redeemed by the blood, set free from sin. And we can be set free tonight. You don't have to let sin control you. You don't have to let sin have control of your life. I've never felt more peace in my life. I've never felt more joy in my life than when I surrendered myself unto the Lord. Oh, God. He didn't give up on me. There have been many times I gave up on myself. There have been many times I thought I done failed Him for the last time. Oh God, You're not going to receive me anymore. You're not even going to accept my apology or my forgiveness. But I'm telling you, He is faithful and just to forgive you if you ask Him. Amen. He's waiting there. Amen. He's waiting to forgive us. He's waiting. I'm not giving you a license to sin. No. But the Bible says if we sin, we have an advocate with the Father in Jesus Christ. It don't say go out there and you abuse grace. It don't say you walk all over the blood of Jesus. It don't say you spit all in the face of a merciful God. But I'm telling you, the Bible says a just man falleth 7 times. But the difference between that wicked man and that just man, that wicked man stayed down. He wallowed there in self-pity. He wallowed there with pride in his heart. But that just man, he just wouldn't stay down. He kept getting back up. He kept going on. He kept saying, God, I'm sorry. Help me to do better this time. Yes. Bless you. You're looking at somebody that knows grace. You're looking at somebody that knows the mercy of God.
Bless you, Holy Ghost.
Oh, there's a few of you that still won't hear. A few familiar faces, some new faces. But I'm telling you, we used to come here. I have ripped up jeans on. You can see half of my legs. Didn't even care. I would go out Friday night and get drunk. Come in here on Sunday. And I wasn't that like I was saved. I wasn't no hypocrite like Brother said before service. He said he wouldn't even go. His mama and sister, they live a godly life and they prayed for him and he got saved at 50-some years old. But we wasn't no hypocrite. I wouldn't go to church and try to act like I had it all figured out. I wouldn't go to church and try to act like, I'm telling you, either I'm going to serve God or I'm going to serve the world. But I'm telling you, I'm in it for the long haul. I ain't going to be no hypocrite. I ain't going to be in one day and out the other. I'm going to serve God till the day He calls me home. I believe soon and very soon He's coming to get us, and I want to be caught up to be the Lord. Oh, hallelujah. I don't know what I'm telling you.
Bless Him, Holy Ghost.
We live a life of sin.
Yes.
I'm telling you, there was a time in my life where I thought I was ready.
Come on.
Where I thought I was going to serve the Lord. But I'm telling you, that world had a hold on me. That sin had a hold on my heart. I'm telling you, if you live in a life of sin, you ain't going to be able to shake it yourself. It's going to take the blood of Jesus to break those chains. He sin because the blood is more powerful than any sin in your life. Amen. Yeah. Come on, brother. Amen. Oh, God.
Bless him, Jesus. Bless him, Jesus.
I didn't even know
God of heaven, touch him.
how I talked to my pastor today. And things just been going over my mind. I really didn't have anything down that I thought I wanted to come and encourage the church.
Bless him.
I wanted to come and preach something that'll make you shout. But I'm telling you, I am. The blood of Jesus will make you shout. The mercy and grace of God will make you shout. Forgiveness will make you shout. If you know that your sins have been forgiven, cast as far as the east is from the west, never to be brought up again. I can shout. I can rejoice, knowing that my name's been written in the Lamb Book of Life, and I'm on my way to heaven. I'm not on my way to the devil's hell. If I would have died in sin, I would have been in hell for all eternity. Hell is real. And I was on my way there. I'd come in here, Pastor Miles would get to preaching, convicting power of the Holy Ghost of you to deal with my heart. I don't even remember what he would preach. I can't tell you a message he preached, but I'm telling you, God began to deal with my heart. God began to just plant that seed in my heart and show me how wrong I was. I'm telling you, if you'll take the blinders off of your eyes, you'll realize how lost you really are. I'm telling you, so many people are deceived today. They think that they're all right. They think they can add Jesus to their life and they're going to make it. But I'm telling you, it takes a straight walk. It takes a close walk. It takes a personal relationship. The Bible said, be ye holy, for I am holy. Oh God, I want to live holy in your eyes. I want to make heaven my home.
Come on, brother. Preach it out, brother.
God, in the name of Jesus. God, in the name of Jesus.
Help him, Jesus.
I'm telling you, there's been times in my life since I got saved that devil will come by and he'll say, oh, you can let up.
Yep.
You can let down.
That's right.
Oh, you tired today, you worked hard.
Yep.
Oh, don't you want to just back up a little bit? I'm telling you what the Bible says. When you get tired, it says, come unto me in Matthew 11. Come unto me, all you that labor and are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest.
Yes.
Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. For I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. There's been times where I got tired. There's been times where I didn't pray like I should. Oh, God, I didn't get the word of God like I was supposed to. And that's when that devil comes in. That devil begins to plant that seed, that sow of doubt. Oh, he begins to plant that sow of discord. He begins to come by there maybe with a little bit of jealousy. Oh, God. See, when we let down, when we get tired, that's when that devil thinks that he can come by and he's got an upper hand on us.
Yeah.
He thinks I can come by and they'll trip up on me. I'm telling you, I worked 17 and a half hours on Monday. I worked from 6 a.m. to almost midnight with a 30-minute lunch. And as I was driving home, I got almost home. And that's when I began to get tired. I began to get weary. I'm telling you, some of us, that's how we get in our Christian walk. We get tired and weary. And that's when we begin to let up. That's when we begin to make those mistakes. That's when we begin to fall. But I'm telling you, the Bible says, a just man falleth 7 times, but he get back up. I'm telling you, you don't want to be labeled wicked, but if you've fallen, get back up. Don't stay down. Failure's not in the fall, but failure's in the staying down on the ground and not get back up. But you can get back up tonight. That's a merciful God. That's a graceful God. That's willing to pick you back up. That's willing to forgive you tonight and wash you and send you on your way.
Amen.
Oh, God.
Bless you, Jesus.
Micah 7 and 8 says, rejoice not against me, O my enemies. No. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. I'm telling you, there's been times in my life where I've messed up.
Bless.
I heard a man of God say one time, he said, when holiness people sin, they call it a mistake or a mess up. But I'm telling you, sin is sin.
It is.
Sin, there ain't no level, ain't no big or no small. But I'm I'm telling you, God, sin is sin, and we must get it under that blood. But if you fall, the Bible's already said that we have an advocate with the Father in Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, if you've messed up, if you've fallen tonight, you better get back up, because the longer you stay in that place, the harder it is to get up. I'm telling you, when you get stuck in that mud and you run them tires and you rev that motor up, the longer them tires spin, the harder it is to get out of that mud. That's how some of us are with the Lord. The longer we stay down, the longer we wallow there in self-pity and pride. It's harder to get up. It's harder to get back up and go on and serve the Lord. But I'm telling you, God is reaching his hand out tonight. He said, I will get you, lift you up. I will help you. Just take my hand. He said, take my yoke upon you. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. There's a song that's been on my heart. The lyrics say, you might be looking failure in the eye. You're sure you want to give up. You lost the will to try. Everything you planned has come apart. You're through with starting over. You're running out of heart. The chorus says, God's not through with you.
That's right.
He's got a work that only you can do, brother.
Yeah.
He's got to work for each one of us.
Yes,
If you let him down, get back up.
yes.
I'm telling you, I'm reminded of a VBS stint that we did. Oh, we said, oh God, I'm sorry for letting you down. And God reached down and said, hey, you ain't letting me down. You're not holding me up. I'm holding you up. See, God's holding us up. We're not holding him up. He's bigger than we are. He's greater than we are. He's more mighty than we are. He's more powerful than we'll ever be. I'm telling you, lift your head up. The Bible says, look unto the hills. That's where my help comes from. I'm not going to walk around like this. I'm not going to wallow in my self-pity. But I'm going to look up. I'm going to look to the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Oh, God, in the name of Jesus.
Bless them, God.
1 Corinthians 10 and 13 says, there hath no temptation taken you, but such is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way of escape, that you may be able to bear it.
Yes.
When we think about that word temptation, we might think about being tempted to look upon something, being tempted, but the Bible says, I looked it up in the Strong's Concordance, it says the temptation, trial, or proving.
Come on.
So in every trial that you face, in every proving of your faith, in every test that we go through,
Right.
he'll make a way of escape.
Amen.
Every time you feel like that thing's up over your head and you can't catch a break, he'll make a way of escape. Every time you feel like you can't get a prayer through and you don't know what to do, your mama might be in another room sick, your husband might be on his deathbed, or your children might be unsaved. I'm telling you, he'll make a way of escape. You can call upon him in the midnight hour. He'll show up right on time. I'm telling you, put your faith and trust in God tonight. He'll always make a way of escape.
Amen. Yes, Lord.
God, in the name of Jesus. Psalm 37 and 23 says, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. The next part says, though he fall.
Yeah.
Though he fall. So you're telling me, Lord, that a good man falls?
Come on.
That a good man can mess up? That a good man can make mistakes or even sin after he gets saved? I'm telling you, if you sin after you get saved, you need to repent.
Yeah.
You need to ask God. If I'm not saying, I'm not preaching a Baptist doctrine. I'm not preaching a once saved, always saved. But I'm telling you, there is an advocate in Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, you can look to him. You can call upon him. I'm telling you, when you don't know what else to do, when you don't have anybody else to turn to, you can turn to the Lord. He said, a good man, all the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. Why? Because he keeps getting back up. Why? Because he keeps asking for forgiveness. Why? Because he keeps going on with the Lord. He didn't forsaken, nor seed begging bread. He is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore.
Yes.
I've had this scripture on my heart for a while now. The Bible says, I believe it says, that God is not slack concerning his promises, as some men count slackness.
Right.
But it's long suffering toward us.
Yes.
He's long suffering, brother.
Yes.
He's long. Why is he long suffering? Because he don't want none to die and go to hell. He don't want any to perish and go to hell. He was long suffering with me. I'm telling you, it was what, 9 years ago when we sat right here in this church and we could have died and go to hell. I've only been saved 5 years now, so there was 4 years in between that time that God would deal with me, that God would call me, that he would convict my heart. It was 4 years, 4 long years, and I went home. It was 4 years. 4 years passed by since God would deal with my heart.
Yeah.
Since God showed me my life for what it was. And I'm telling you, if you got lost loved ones, pray that prayer.
Yeah.
God, show them. Show them how lost they are. Show them how lost they are, God, because they're deceived. They're a deceived bunch of people thinking that they're going to go to heaven with sin in their life. I'm telling you, there ain't no sin going to enter there into the gates of heaven. I'm telling you, you got to be washed. Oh, your wedding garment better be spotless. And I believe he's coming back for a bride soon. I believe Jesus is on the horizon.
Yes.
I believe his coming is soon.
Hallelujah.
Psalms 46 and 1 says, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble.
Yes.
So no matter what you're going through, no matter what kind of trouble you may be facing tonight, I'll be honest with you, when I first got saved, I was facing some financial trouble. I had a truck repossessed because of my stupidity. And I thought just by me getting saved that all this stuff was going to be wiped away. Oh, God, I serve you now. God, you can just forgive all of that. It ain't how it works. But I'm telling you, there did come a time in my life where I had a monthly payment. I had to pay the people or whatever, whoever takes part of that, takes the money from you, and they charge you way more than what the vehicle was worth. But I remembered, I paid the first 2 months, and then we was going to church faithfully and paying our tithes regularly. And that exact same amount for that truck was pretty close to the amount that my tithes would be. And I couldn't pay both of them. So I quit paying that truck. And I began to pay my tithes. And I'm telling you, they called me one more time. And they ain't called me since. I sent them some more paperwork. That thing has been written off. That thing has been forgiven of me. I'm telling you, if you'll serve God faithfully, if you'll be faithful unto God, he'll be faithful unto you. I'm telling you, we serve a mighty big God. We serve a God that's bigger than any trouble. We serve a God that's bigger than any problem. We serve a God that's bigger than cancer. We serve a God that's bigger than any financial burdens. We serve a God that's bigger than the devil. Psalms 54 and 4 says, Behold, God is mine helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. Psalms 121 says, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Why else you got to look anywhere else? I mean, I've done it in my own life. I'm guilty of it. We say, They waited to go to God last. They went everywhere else. Nothing else worked. And then they go to God. Sometimes we use God as a last resort. We use God and we put God on the shelf and think that he's just going to be there as a genie in a bottle when we get in trouble. It's our last resort. God, I'll go here. I'll go over here. I'll go here and ask for help. I'll go down the street and ask for help. But we never get on our knees. We never cry out to God. If we go to God first, I'm telling you, all that other stuff, you won't even be necessary. Oh, your problem might not be as big if you go to God first. I'm telling you, our problems might be that little anthill might become that mountain because we go everywhere else first. But if we go to God first, we'll realize how little that problem is. We'll realize how small that trouble is. I'm telling you, God is bigger and greater than any problem in your life tonight. Whatever's holding you down, whatever's holding you back, you can get up. You can get back up. You can turn around. There's always an altar you can kneel in and cry out to God. I've had to ask God to forgive me ever since being saved, ever since being called to preach. As a young preacher, you don't always do everything just right, especially preaching. I told my father-in-law, I said, sometimes we try to shoot everything that moves, and then you end up making more people mad than you do glad or get in the altar and pray. But I'm thankful tonight that God is faithful and He's kept me. I don't know if somebody wants to come to the piano tonight. I know I was going to say this, and y'all don't tell Pastor Myers. I know he's probably watching. But he's long-winded. I ain't long-winded. I try to get straight to the point. I ain't saying he don't get to the point, but I love Pastor Myers. But I just wanted to get that off my heart tonight because I know what God has done in my life. As I begin to get ready for tonight and fast and pray and seek God, the story of the prodigal son just kept going over and over in my mind. It played over and over in my mind what he did, how he let that self-pride keep him from going back home. He said, God, or I don't know if he said God, but he said, I'm in this state that I'm in. Don't have nothing to eat. God, my father's servants have more to eat than I got. That's sometimes how we look at it. We get down on ourselves when we get, like he was in a pig pen, so to speak. We get down on ourselves and we dig that hole even deeper. We start wallowing in self-pity, getting down, and woe is me. God, why am I here? I don't deserve this. Yeah, we get in. We do it to ourselves. We get in that situation ourselves. But I'm telling you tonight, if you have strayed away, if you're living a life of sin and you don't know how to get out of it, you can be like that prodigal son and you can return unto the Father. And I'm telling you, He's waiting on you with open arms. He's waiting on you. He'll put that robe on you. He'll put that ring upon your finger. He'll lay out a spread of food so fine and nice for you. Why? Because He don't want your soul to go to hell. He wants you to come and be with Him in heaven. He don't want nobody to die and go to that wicked place of torment. Oh God. Hallelujah. I don't want anybody to go there. I'm telling you, people say, I don't want my own worst enemy to go there. I don't have only enemy I got is the devil. Be honest with you. Sometimes I pray God save him. God save the devil. I know God save, so He leave me alone. God save him. Telling you tonight, if you're in a state of sin in your heart and you don't know where to turn, I've read you 3 scriptures right here in Psalms. You can turn to Jesus. You can run to the rock that's higher than I. You can kneel before God and you can call on His name. And He'll in no wise cast you out. He'll receive you. He'll forgive you. He'll cleanse you. He'll wash you. I'm telling you, I come tonight with a burden on my heart. And I feel like I've done everything I can to deliver what God has given me. But I'm going to open up these altars tonight for anybody, whether you may be sick or unsaved. I'm telling you, there's somebody you can come to. You can bring all. The Bible says, cast your cares upon the Lord, for He careth for each one. He cares for us, church. He cares about everything that we're going through. He cares about everything that we're facing. He don't want us staying where we're at. He don't want us being in that place where we beat ourselves up all the time, where we can't get nowhere with God. What good are we when we're always down and depressed and beating ourselves up and, oh God, I can't do this, or oh God, I messed up here, I'm just going to give up and sit down and not even try. That's the mentality we have today. I see a generation that's coming up that think that they're entitled to everything, and that's how we are with the Lord sometimes. We think that we're entitled to every blessing, every benefit. Oh, we're not entitled. I'm telling you, that's His grace. That's His love. It says, I'll reach down and I'll help you tonight. I'll reach down and I'll lift you up. I'll forgive you. I'll cleanse you. I'll wash you tonight. Oh, these altars are open for anybody who wants to come and pray.